anything just to be with you.
Yo, this is your girl Dani, aka aJive, and this is your boy Dan, my husband, aDrive, and we're bringing you what episode?
11.
The 11th episode of the first ever LoveLocke.
Very nicely done.
Thanks.
Very nicely done.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, so it's been 2 days since you guys have seen an episode of the LoveLocke, but here we are again. It's been approximately 10 minutes since we recorded, but that's okay. Danny's getting encounters. You got to make sure you're using your little antlers here to see what you can find in the grass. But if you guys are feeling this series and you love what you're seeing, show your love with that like button down below, and definitely subscribe if you're new. Make sure you run. Definitely run, and hope that you
Should
get
I
away
put a different Pokemon in front right
yes, 100%. That's a good idea. That was a very good decision to make there. So anyway, our question of the day today is yeah, it's good. Is coming from Mark the says, I've been dating a girl for the past few weeks. Any tips on meeting her family for the first time? Hashtag LoveLocke Q&A. So we actually just called Danny's mom to verify our memory on the first time that I met her parents. So we'll start with that since it's fresh in our mind. We remembered it, but we wanted to make sure we weren't lying and telling any stories here. So the first time I met Danny's parents, and we'll tell a little bit about how we met each other's parents first in the first encounter, and then we'll kind of give our thoughts.
First encounter.
Any tips, because yes, our first encounters. We're gonna give tips to Mark.
Her parents.
Okay, so what type do you think this dude in front of you is before you do anything?
Lombre. The dancing type. Hey!
Exactly. But what type is he in Pokemon terms?
He's grass and water.
Very impressive. That's actually 100%
Because
correct.
he's a plant, but he's obviously a lily pad.
Exactly. You nailed it. So you need to switch 1,000,000% of the time, because if he goes for a grass type move, that's 4 times super effective against you. So Guppy is great against everything but grass types. So now think about your team here. What resists water and resists grass? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're definitely getting better. I definitely see improvement here. So, great idea. So, anytime Guppy is facing a grass type, you need to switch. Every time. Don't even try it, because it's not a good decision. Yeah, he's going to hit you 2 to 5 times here.
Ow.
We're going to hope it's only 3. We're going to hope it's only 4. It's 5. Okay, so that was kind of annoying that he got that lucky and hit you that many times. No, you're not. Okay, so what you could do here is you could choose to wing attack, which will do a lot of damage to him. I would say that's probably your best bet, because we know how much 5 Fury attacks does, and he's not going to get 5 Fury attacks off. So, it doesn't knock him out. He's going to go for Fairy Swipes. Now, let's hope he doesn't hit you 5 times. I know. Trust me, I'm with you on this one. Okay, it's 2 times. It's very unlikely for him to hit 5 times. So what I would do here is I would wing attack again, and you'll knock him out. And then you're going to have to heal on the next Pokemon, but that's fine. Actually, I think we're going to have you switch on the next Pokemon. I have an idea for you. I have a strategy. I have a strat. I got the strats. I'm trying to get some items here. Where's my little...
Wait, did you fight him already?
Yeah, I just faced him.
Like, what?
Look,
How?
so you see how I have the red above my head? That means there's an item in front of me. Found a revive. Bam.
How do you just, like, bust through this so fast?
All right, I would switch here. So Nuzleaf. What I'm gonna recommend is going to Wantana. Wantana! How do I bust through it? I don't know. My first Pokemon in the party just beat the Pokemon in 2 hits, so it was pretty easy. Alright, so Nuzleaf. Now, what do you think? I mean, you have Nuzleaf on your team, so do you know what type Nuzleaf is?
Grass.
And?
Ground.
Well, he's actually dark, so fighting is good against dark, so this is a good opportunity.
I thought he was a tree growing out of the ground.
That's close. No, he's dark type. So remember, Fake Out is always a good first move, because then you negate them from attack. He actually has Fake Out too, and he's faster, so his Fake Out goes first. So unfortunately, that makes so your Fake Out doesn't matter. But now you can just Force Palm, and I'm sure you'll probably knock him out or come pretty close to knocking him out.
Yeah, because I'm mad at him.
Yeah, you should be mad at them. You should be.
Growth.
Yeah, so that's going to boost his attack and his special attack, but he's not going to be able to hit you really hard enough, I don't think, to knock you out in 1 hit. So I think you'll be okay. And you just knocked him out in 1 hit, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, stop stealing my Fake Out, jerk.
Yeah, meanie. Okay, so anyway, how was meeting each other's family for the first time? So, the first time I met Danny's family, what do we do? So,
Look!
wow, Adele is evolving. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna evolve into this beautiful, beautiful thing, too. I hope you're excited. It's a beauty. Oh god, I went for hidden power. I think it's hidden power fighting, isn't it? Oh, Turbo, you're living hits, baby.
Oh, it is beautiful. You're right.
It is beautiful. You got Loudred. Loudred's actually a really good Pokemon, and you only want to bite. I would say teach a bite.
I mean, Adele looks like she could belt. There's no teeth in the way. Like, literally
Exactly.
nothing to get in the way of the sound waves.
Alright, so I would teach a bite. Even though you're going to want to use your special attack. I would get rid of Astonish for bite.
Astonishing.
So, the first time I met Dani's parents, Dani and I were going out on a date, and I met them just kind of chilling at their house or whatever. We sat in the living room, we talked, I introduced myself, etc.
My dad approved your sports teams.
My dad approved my sports teams because they're big Yankee fans.
Dad.
Yeah.
Yours.
Your dad. Your dad approved my sports. So I'm a Mets fan and a Jets fan. Your dad is a Yankees fan.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was a Red Sox fan, that would have created some serious problems. I think you might have not been allowed to date me at that point. And what is your dad like for football? Is he Giants?
No, he's the Raiders.
Raiders, that's right. So the Raiders and the Jets, they're just not even, you don't even really have to consider those two. So it's not a big deal. That's right, he is a Raiders fan. I forgot about that. So that's kind of that. So
He was
anyway.
bummed you weren't interested in hockey, but he was okay with it.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in hockey.
Okay,
And-
help skis.
Okay, so this is an Abra. Abra, what type do you think Abra is?
Psychic.
Okay, so what's good against Psychic? I'm going to just tell you what you should do here. Just stay in an attack because the game, Abra has a move called Hidden Power, and Hidden Power is programmed in the game to always be Hidden Power fighting, so just use Mud Shot. That's your best play. So Hidden Power, so normally I would say go into your Nuzleaf, which is Dark type, because Dark is immune to Psychic entirely, but because he's got Hidden Power fighting, which is what he went for, it's going to hit your Dark type super effective, so it just was better to just stay in and attack him. So that was the gist of meeting your parents. Basically went on a date, and then you were just saying before we started recording that you got home and you asked your parents, like, so what did you think? What were your thoughts? And I guess the thoughts weren't too bad. So why don't you tell quickly about meeting my parents, and then we'll kind of give our tips from Mark here and just in general, and that's where the bulk of the conversation is going to come
So
from.
the first time I met his dad and his stepmom, which when we say parents, we're usually like referring to his dad and his stepmom. So we had dinner, and we had story time, and we'll leave the actual stories out. But Dan's family is very funny in that his father has no filter, no censor.
Yeah, even when I'm like trying to, I don't know, have a girl.
Mudshot?
Well, if it's a wild encounter, you can just run. But yeah, Mudshot will knock it out. It's a good move. I expect my parents and my family, and again, when we do say my parents, we're talking about my dad and my stepmom. So I expect them to be on their best behavior, and my stepmom's always good. She's always on her best behavior. But my dad is a very he doesn't have a filter. That's a great way to put it. He just kind of says whatever comes to mind, and sometimes it's really funny, and sometimes it's only sort of funny. So. So it was an interesting first dinner, I suppose, right?
We later heard, well, like later, as in like probably 2 years later, that his stepmom Michelle actually thought there was a chance that she wouldn't see me again because of that dinner.
Because my dad possibly scared Dani away. Luckily, that did not happen, so we're okay. But so we'll just head straight into the city once you pick those berries. So anyway, that's the gist of kind of the parent meeting. I mean, you also met my mom maybe a year after we started dating. We just went to breakfast or whatever. So that was actually the first time I had seen my mom in like 5 years too. So that was kind of a different story altogether. But let's go kind of talking to Mark's question here, saying any tips for meeting your family for the first time. And I would say like the biggest thing is just be yourself. Obviously, you're gonna want to be super respectful and super polite just to anyone, but especially to your love interest's parents. You want to make a good first impression because first impressions are so incredibly important. And But I think the biggest thing is, if you're a good person, if you're like genuinely a good person and you have goals and you have a future plan, then there's things that you want to do with your life. I don't think that you're going to have any issues in any conversation with parents. I mean, a parent just wants to see, from my experience, I would guess, they just want to see that the person that their child is dating is a responsible, morally positive, good morals and future driven, I guess, right? I mean, is there anything that you'd really add to that?
I go between listening to you and like playing the game, and so I just realized I was just like standing there at like the front of the Poke Center. I'm like, people watching this must be like, Dani, what are you doing?
So yeah, what are your thoughts on tips for meeting a family for the first time?
So, thinking about how my parents are.
All right, so let's go this way since I know you're talking and walking.
They obviously want to. They always wanted to see someone that they felt just looking at us together, that like my face was radiating, and that I was like really happy, and that we were clearly getting along, me and the guy, and. Am I saying yes?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm like clicking through so fast.
You keep going. Just keep clicking.
So I would say my tips would be to make sure that the lady at the table, which bike?
Let's go with the acro bike together.
The lady at the table that you are seeing should be very happy the whole time. Feel free to make her laugh. Feel free to compliment her respectfully in front of her parents.
Don't be like, damn girl, that shirt is sexy. Don't say that.
Yeah, just, I mean, you don't have to turn and compliment her to her face. More so like sweet comments about her to her parents, because her parents want somebody that sees their daughter as wonderfully as they do. So saying wonderful things about her to her parents is always a good way to go. And of course, kind of going off what Dan said before, they do want someone who, even if you don't have a clear set goal in your future yet, like clearly know what you want to do.
You're good. You're just a battle trainer.
You still want to show that you're like a determined individual and that you're someone that would be able to take care of their precious cargo. So kind of like, even if you didn't know the path you wanted to go on yet, just kind of showing that you are someone who's determined and moving forward and plans to make money and care for your significant other. Those are the kind of things, all right, that you want to do. What am I doing here?
Okay, so so these two Pokemon, it's fighting and normal. So in this situation, I would say I would just Mud Shot or Mud Bomb one of them and attack the other one. I mean, you're gonna be fine against these two. They're not really gonna put up too much of a fight.
Is Mushy okay with Zigzagoon?
Yeah, you could either Mega Drain or Headbutt it. Yeah, I would say you're fine. One strategy for the double battles too that you can do is simply like to double attack one Pokemon, so have both your Pokemon attack one of them, so that way you can knock that one out faster, so then you only have to deal with one more, you know what I mean? So that's like
true.
A pretty common strategy that people do in double battles. So Mushy coming through and actually getting a nice little poison there. Mushy did flinch, but you did poison him. So that's one thing, like I already took care of one Pokemon, so now I'm going to go after the other one. So now I have two Pokemon to attack the second guy.
I see.
So it's just like an easier way to do it.
I always thought of it differently, like I didn't want to like have one like strong and good to go. I don't know.
Oh, I understand, but it's better to have the like two Pokemon taking on just the same thing. So in this case, what I would do is to get rid of the Makuhita 100%, I would just Mud Shot it or Water Gun it, and then just attack with the Zigzagoon. The reason why I say this is Makuhita has an ability called Guts, so since he's poisoned, his attack actually gets increased because of that, and it's just not worth risking him potentially like getting a critical hit, like Force Palm on you or something like that. I don't think he would knock you out anyway, but it's just not worth it because it does get Guts. So yeah, I have a question for you though. This is something I'll never deal with in my life, which is wonderful, because I'm a married man now. But now, what are your thoughts on, as a guy, going to meet a parents for the first time, giving the mother flowers when you get there? Because I see that done, like, right? The Bachelor, they do that, right? So obviously they're giving the flowers.
You did that once.
I definitely did that. So I definitely gave your mom flowers one time, maybe twice. But I feel like it was for her birthday or something. I don't think it was just random. It might have been random. That's something I would have done. But I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that. You could just double attack this.
I think it depends on the mom.
Depends on the mom. All right, so
but
guys,
I think I would say that it's not like a horrible idea to do it the first time around. Obviously, you don't know the mom. But the other thing is, if you're seeing this girl for a while, and by the way, we're saying boy and girl here, but obviously, you make it applicable to yourself. But you're obviously seeing the girl before you meet her mom, so you can say to her, if I was to bring your mother flowers, would she appreciate them? And I would think even if the girl said something along the lines of like, oh no, you don't have to do that, she'll probably still go tell your mom, it was really sweet. I told him not to do it, but he asked me if he could bring you flowers. Like, so even just the thought, if she like brought it back to her mom. Sorry, where am I supposed to be going right now?
There's just a bunch of trainers in this route. We're just taking on trainers right now.
Oh, did I miss any over here?
No, I don't think so.
Is this the little nugget one? No?
Nope.
Okay.
That guy rocking back and forth, that's who I'm facing right now.
Rocking? This guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
walking.
he's walking, rocking. Oof. Yeah, so that's kind of our thoughts there, Mark. So best of luck to you and anyone out there in the dating game world. I think the conclusion though is just be you. Like, just be you. Just be respectful and just like think of how you'd if you were the parent, how you'd want your child to be treated, kind of thing. That's really what it comes down to.
Duo.
Duo. All right, what type do you think Duo is?
Ground. No, I'm thinking the wrong one. Turn. I need to see him again. Turn. I know what he looks like. Like, I know what my Pokemon looks like. Is this a joke right now? Okay, so they're birds. Oh, but they don't have wings, so they're not flying.
They actually are flying, and they can fly, which is so stupid. So
they have no wings!
This is Pokemon, honey. There's no logic. All right, so it's flying and normal. So flying actually is totally immune to ground type, and you can understand why, right? Mm-hmm. So in this case, I would just simply click Water Gun. It's your strongest move. But it's actually it's actually flying and normal. A lot of the time when you see a flying type, if it doesn't look like it's another type, like water or grass, something like that, it's probably flying and normal. There's actually only one pure flying type in the game. So I know that's kind of weird, but there's only one Pokemon that's actually pure flying type.
And that is?
It's actually, what is it called? It's not Thundurus, not Landorus, it's Tornadus. Tornadus is the Pokemon. There's actually a reason for that, though. So early on when the first flying Pokemon were created, like Pidgey, stuff like that, Pidgey, Fearow, they're all normal and flying types. And they ended up coming out with a move called Roost. And Roost is a move that when a flying type uses it, it heals its health, but it makes it so it's not flying type for that turn, because it basically roosting, it's like landing in a nest, so it's not becoming flying type, so it can be hit by ground type moves. So if you had a pure flying type use Roost, that means it wouldn't have a type for that turn.
Worry Seed?
A terrible move, don't worry about it. So yeah, if you had a pure flying type use Roost, then it wouldn't have a type. Tornadus is the only pure flying type, and it doesn't learn Roost, so there you go. But pretty much every other one does. So there you go. So now we're just gonna plug away at these trainers and get you some experience here. So feel free to battle them.
I should probably like switch my Pokemons around.
Yeah, I would say that's a good idea.
So who do you think should lead here?
I actually think if I were you, I would probably either train Tiffany up a lot, or I would say Tiffany or Wantana, and the reason being is simply because Tiffany's probably the closest to evolution. I don't know when it evolves, but you're going to want to evolve whatever you can evolve as soon as possible, because the sooner they evolve, the stronger they're going to be, and then you'll obviously have a better matchup, because their stats are going to increase and whatever else. So, especially with our gym battle coming up pretty soon. So I got a Goldeen here. I'm just kind of training up my guys too a little bit here and there. My goal, I've been training Wingman. If you guys have been following my side of the screen here, I've been just using Wingman basically non-stop for the last like 4 episodes, because I want a Crobat so badly.
Look at this! Look at this showdown!
Right.
The two of them like, well, you gonna fly? I ain't gonna fly.
Alright, well you're faster probably and stronger, and I was a little worried there about that Goldeen. And you can just wing attack it.
We're just gonna throw our wings at each other?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wing attack! It's like a girl fight.
That's exactly what's happening.
Wing attack! Wing attack to you! Wing attack to me!
Wing attack to you! Oh my goodness. Oh, Bandito! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I I switched in Bandito at
And
full...
you were worried before, too.
I switched... No. I switched in Bandito at full health. And Goldeen used a move called Flail, which makes it so the less amount of HP Goldeen has, that's how much damage it does back to the opponent's Pokemon, and it critically hit me. So if it wasn't a critical hit, I probably would have lived the hit. But the Goldeen used Flail, and it critically hit me, and it knocked me out. So that means that both Bandito and your homie, the little Nuzleaf,
So
are
we have to go
gone.
get Bonnie and Clyde.
I think we have to go get Bonnie and Clyde. That is correct. That is correct. But one thing I will note is we actually do get a new encounter on this route, which we haven't done yet.
Okay.
So why don't we both get through this trainer? We're going to regroup here. We're going to have to make some adjustments to the squad.
Tell me what I need to use for Shroomish. That's not Beanie.
Yeah, obviously, so Beanie's gone here. So in this case, you can actually just wing attack the Shroomish, and you'll probably knock it out pretty easily. Man, that's kind of annoying. I mean, obviously, Bandito and Beanie were probably the two Pokemon that we used the least, both of us.
Yes.
You know, you definitely didn't use it too often.
I, like, looked up and, like, looked at who was partnered together, and I was like...
Yeah, I'm sure you're excited that it wasn't something else, but that still stinks. I'm, like, kind of bummed because
I really
crap.
want you to not make us lose our starters.
I'm trying.
That is the last Pokemon I want to lose.
I know. I don't want to lose any.
Well, that too, but like if there's one that's super precious to me, it's our starters. I get really attached to my starters.
So you are paralyzed now and confused. So and he's gonna headbutt you. This is gonna be kind of annoying. And you're flinched. Okay, so here we're gonna have to get a backup plan here. Go to your Pokemon. What do you got here? You got Wantana, you got Guppy, Mushy, Adele. You know what I would say? Let's go into Adele. Let's go into Adele. Let's start rolling in the deep. Let's start rolling in the deep. We gotta make some moves here and beat this thing. He went for Leech Seed. That's kind of annoying. All right, because this little guy's getting kind of annoying here. All right, so what I would recommend here is I would have Adele. I wonder if this is gonna knock it out. It does. Okay, what moves you got? All right, go for Echoed Voice. Let's start just blasting this thing. Because we're sick of this. We're sick of this Shroomish. All right, cool.
So is Echoed Voice the one that gets stronger every time? Is that a different move I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it does. So I would say just keep using Echoed Voice. Very, very good move. And actually, you might actually just be able to click Echoed Voice and beat the entirety of the rest of her Pokemon here if you just keep using it. Which is kind of one of the reasons why I thought it was a cool strategy. And Wingman is finally evolving, which is very, very nice. So I'm very excited to see that. As I absolutely love Crobat. We are so close to a Crobat now. In fact, I'm actually going to go do the massage here in a second, and that'll get us even better. I would just keep keep battling and just keep clicking Echoed Voice. You're going to destroy the whole team. Yeah, so once a day you can give your Pokemon a massage.
Oh, that's
and,
romantic.
In a Pokemon, well, they
I wish I got a massage once a day.
I'm sorry. And it increases their happiness. And for a Pokemon like Golbat, which is the only Pokemon any of us have that are affected by this, it increases its chance to evolve.
I want one of those Pokemon that I just fought. It's so cute.
Oh, what, the Azurill?
Yeah.
Well, luckily enough, in the patch of grass that we're about to do, there's a chance that you can find it. So, alright, so we're gonna give Golbat that treatment right now. And this is the Goldeen that was the death of Bandito. And you can just keep clicking Echoed Voice, and you're gonna. This is how strong Echoed Voice is, though. Since you keep boosting it up.
Giving a Zubat a massage. Giving a Zubat a massage.
Yeah, little massage skis. So Golbat has gotten a massage. I'm gonna head to the Pokemon Center as well. And again, you just keep clicking Echoed Voice. That's all you gotta do.
Big team Lydia's got dragging around with her.
What?
She's got a big team.
Yeah, so there's a trainer class called Pokemon Breeders, and that's what she is. And they just all have 6 Pokemon. They're all really bad usually. that's pretty much all it is. All right, so what I think we should do here is I think we should go to the PC.
Wait, how did you just have 6 Pokemon with you if you just dropped your Zubat off?
I haven't. No, you drop it off and they do the massage right away.
Oh, let's have a quick massage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really bummed about Bandito. Like, that was kind of a bummer. But I love my Wingman. I've got a Turbo. I mean, we're getting there. My man Ninja about to come around the corner here pretty soon. We're getting there. Do we have any other we have one other Pokemon that's not on our team. That's Bonnie and Clyde. All right. This is going to be an opportunity for Romeo and Juliet, though, pretty soon. I have a feeling we're going to get a Romeo and Juliet here. All right, so why don't you head back to the Pokemon Center?
Am I going the right way?
Yeah, and we'll have you drop off Beanie. I'm sorry. That Goldeen, I never expected that to happen. So just keep going straight.
Yeah, you got beat by a fish.
I did get beat by a fish. Yep. So I don't know what to say to the fish.
Goldeen.
Goldeen. All right, so while you're doing that, you could drop off your Beanie into the retired box or a divorce box, whichever you want to call it.
So wait, shouldn't I pick up
No.
Bonnie while I'm here?
No. So the reason why
What if I don't like who we're about to find?
well, let's just catch the Pokemon first, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
So why don't you deposit Beanie, and I'm gonna get my first Pokemon here. So whatever I encounter in this grass that is a male Pokemon that is not a duplicate, I will add to my team.
Did you see that I named my boxes, by the way?
I did, I think, yeah.
Retired and vacation.
So I got a Meryl. So is it going to be a Meryl male, or is it going to be a female? It is a female, so I'll just keep running. All right, so this is the patch of grass we're going to get a new encounter on right here. So this is right by those trainers. So you can head right back there, and we'll see what I run into. I'm hoping if I get a Meryl or a... I think Meryl is probably the thing I'd want the most, and another female Meryl.
Oh, but maybe there's some Meryls, right? Because they evolve into the ones on the bouncy balls.
Well, that's the pre-evolution, yeah. Ozzy
Oh.
So another
I just
Zigzagoon.
want it bouncing off.
No, in that grass. Yeah, right there. Down, down.
I see it. I just want a different patch.
Oh my goodness, you're about to like get into different trainers and stuff. We're just trying to get this encounter so we can wrap up the episode here, honey. You need to calm down over there. I just wanted a different patch. They're the same.
Those flowers, can I get that little flower guy?
There's no.
I just wanted to be in a different patch than you, okay?
It's the same. It's the same.
It's just a different patch.
I think you're gonna get an Oddish. I think you're gonna get an
Email
Oddish.
me a mail.
It's a male.
Yeah.
I just keep finding female Meryls. Like I don't know what's up with that.
Maybe we should switch patches.
Maybe. Another Meryl. Oh, it would be cute if we got Volbeat Illumise too, but... Alright, there's my male Meryl. So this is going to be the Pokemon I can add to my team. I'm going to just bite it because I'm sure it'll live. It's fairy type.
I'm just going to bite it.
And Roselia, please be a female because that would be Romeo and Juliet, like, perfect. Nope. Well, I guess I always name my Roselias Romeo, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it kind of actually would have been better if I got the Roselia, but that's okay. I got a Meryl. And if it's huge power Meryl, oh my goodness, I'd be so happy. Please be huge power Meryl. Please. You might get a Meryl too.
Be a girl. Be a girl. This would be so cute. Come on, be a girl.
Nope.
Nah.
Doesn't mean that it won't be, but...
No, that's a boy.
I know, but the next one...
It's never going to be a girl.
The next one
I mean, I
could
guess
be.
it could. Today. This day and age, become a girl.
It could be. Not in the Pokemon world. Alright. Roselia. You definitely would be better off with a Meryl, but there it is. So you got Roselia.
All right.
So
what do I do?
you catch it.
Thank you. Is there anything I can do though, or do I have to switch?
Yeah, so I wouldn't wing attack. You'll knock it out. You could water pulse it though. Water pulse
Really?
won't kill it. Yeah, it won't kill it. He resists water pulse, so it's not going to do that much. I'd say water pulse is the right play.
Critical hit.
Nah, it's not. It wouldn't kill him anyway. See?
So should I do it again?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. It's not gonna kill him, so you're good. It's not gonna faint him, I'm sorry. It won't faint him. Another water pulse, bam. Confusion, no. Alright, so if I were you, I would start throwing Pokeballs here. I think you'll be able to catch them. Do you have a Great Ball? Yeah, use a Great Ball. That'll work. And then you can add Roselia to your team. So what nicknames are we doing here if you catch this thing?
Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
You down?
I dig it. So your Rose is going to be Juliet, though? I guess it's fine.
What's wrong with the Rose being Juliet?
I don't know. I just always call my Roselias Romeos.
That's your fault.
I guess so.
It looks like a girl.
All right, so I'm good with Romeo. That's what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so I got Romeo here, the Meryl, and Danny's going to get the other thing. All right, so here's...
Air Cutter?
Yeah, so I would say I think Air Cutter is actually better than Wing Attack.
Wing Attack.
Click on Air Cutter real quick.
We had a nice run together.
Yeah, I would say use Air Cutter over Wing Attack.
60-95.
Yeah, I would say it. The reason why, though, is because Wingull has a better special attack.
Wait, 160-95 and 160-100.
I understand. Wingull has a higher special attack than it does physical attack, I'm pretty sure. So that's why Air Cutter's a special move, whereas Wing Attack's a physical move. So that's why I'm saying it's better to use Air Coder. If you're not too sure about it, then delete Supersonic for now. Because you're not going to really use Supersonic. It's 55% accurate, so it's a terrible move.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you just have me get rid of that earlier?
Because it's not the worst move in the world. It's just not very effective most of the time. All right, so I can definitely tell you that I want to add this to my team more than the other Pokemon.
Okay.
So I don't know if you feel the same way.
I don't even remember what the other one is.
Huge power! Let's go! That is amazing. Oh my goodness, that just made my day so much better. So much better.
I don't know how to spell Juliet.
Juliet. Cool.
Really?
Yep. That's it. Juliet. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's see your stats in this thing. So I got huge power on my Meryl. If you guys don't know what that does, it doubles the attack stat of Meryl, which makes it a very, very good Pokemon. Please don't get in any more encounters.
Sorry. What do I do?
Just check to see what the stats is on the Meryl.
Oh, if I go in here.
Yeah.
I thought I had to go somewhere.
All right, and look at your Juliet and see what we got. It's probably Poison Point. It is Poison Point, neutral nature, so pretty cool there. You do have quite a bit of... you have 2 grass types, so I guess that replaces Beanie as your grass type. It gives you a poison type too, which is always nice. So cool. So I think we can wrap up the episode here, guys. I think on the next episode we're gonna try to take on the gym, or at least get really close to doing so. So I think we're gonna call that a day here, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.